Yo, peep game. We're gonna be reacting to Sandstorm versus Boomie. Because if y'all remember, I watched this a while ago when it first came out, like 5 years ago. This was when I first started playing Brawl 2. This is like one of the first sets that made me get into the game. But when I tell you that this was a crazy beatdown, this was insane, bro. Like, I've never seen a set in a tournament, let alone a grand final, that was this short, bro. It was so bad, bro. Like, I honestly wouldn't be surprised if Boomie had PTSD from this whole thing. And why am I saying that? Well, that's because Sandstorm basically won this whole thing. And I know I haven't seen it in a while, but it would be good to kind of react and like analyze it just to see what would happen or what is happening with this whole thing.
Stupid.
But yeah, I just want to watch this like right now, bro, because I know we're about to see some crazy stuff. Oh yeah, one last thing too, before we start this tournament, this was the Mountain Dew Amp Game Field Championship for North America in 2019, I think it is. So anyway,
Teaming
so
with him,
Boomie and
yes,
Sandstorm both used Diana at this time. It was one of the golden ages of Brawl, or probably the most golden age of Brawl.
This is going to
Downer,
the
cider,
grand finals
okay.
of the Mountain Dew Amp Game Field.
He just keeps
North
reading them
American
over and
1v1
over.
Championship.
Like he hits someone. Okay. I want to go back already because, like, look, the one thing that Sandstorm's already doing, like, he's hitting them a few times, and, like, sometimes he'll hit him and not do anything after that.
1v1 championship.
That's how a lot of Scythe players play now, but back then,
Who
that
said
was
Remmy down as a
crazy.
losers bracket initially?
Or sometimes he would just go for stuff, but it wouldn't be that risky.
It's Phazon. What are you
And
They were missing
going
for
to
like a while
Brawlhalla.
there.
Right.
Brawlhaven. Boomie, I think, is one of those players.
Recovery down there and weapon toe.
That's the stop.
You know, I'm kind of wondering how Boomie didn't even dodge that. Like, did he use his dodge? Hold on, I just want to see real quick. He doesn't use. Oh, he does a chain dodge.
Boomie, I think,
He
is one
gets
of those
hit.
players.
Yeah,
And I guess
weapon
Sandstorm is.
The weapon toss.
Yeah, I saw him dodge right at the end there. He could have used his dodge like right after he got right after the weapon throw was being thrown at him. But could he have died right there? I'm not really sure. I mean, probably. I don't know.
That's the stock right there, cracking open a cold one.
Being able to send you so far with active input.
Down
but
light,
he's
so
really
recovery. Oh, look at all that. Bro is just throwing
It's
stuff
happening
out.
again, down there.
Even if he
Neutral light.
doesn't
Nair.
get the
Goes
next
for that
hit,
down light,
he
but he's a
still
little bit
doesn't
too
get
close,
punished
but he
the way
finds it down light.
This
Sandstorm.
just completely ruins it, bro. I gotta watch that again, bro.
Why you bully me?
There's one thing, if you're playing good players, if you hit them, they'll either dodge, jump, wake up, or they won't do anything at all. And if a player knows they're not going to do anything after an attack, they'll go for the next one. And then they might read you after that. Or they might wait. So, basically, Sandstorm is just so good at reading people. And not only reading, but like reacting. And like, for me personally, playing the game and like reacting to it is incredibly hard. So like, the fact that he can just do that is insane to me.
Almost like a taunt in itself, fully charges it down. So
They're
you
down
give
there,
off
didn't
that
dodge.
howl.
Boomie misses that.
Ground
No, I'm
pounding.
telling you, bro, I missed that a lot, bro. You know the, oh, whoops, my volume. But yeah, I would usually do a down air ground pound, or not down air, down light ground pound, but like, I would never be able to hit it, bro. Like, it's, I don't know. Like, I'm just bad with that move, cause like, yeah, it depends on the positioning. Like, if you hit it, you have to jump a little bit towards him after you hit the down light before you can ground pound. Doesn't matter if you're on the ground or you gravity cancel it, but that's just something to keep in mind when you're unarmed.
Howl. Boomie. Ground pounding.
He's
out of
still
panic.
going!
Sandstorm's not giving a
Dang,
break.
Boomie
Down
caught
sick
him with
interrupts
that
the
down
carnage.
And he's still going.
Recovery
Yeah,
comes
he
out.
dodged
Nair
up and he
Light
hit
into
the dodge.
recovery,
So
tries to go for another.
let's go back, right? So here, Boomie could have dodged and like got out of this because this
Boomie
wasn't
in
a true
1
string, by
minute.
the way. Sandstorm just knew he was
That
gonna
is
do that. So
almost unparalleled.
jumps down there, down light,
And he's still
and
going.
then reaches the up
Recovery
dodge
comes
for
out.
cover.
Dares D-Light into
That's
the
really
recovery,
good.
tries to go for another dare.
One thing, up dodge is pretty common when you get to higher elos, because dodge ins and dodge outs are really easy to read, but at this level, you really have to mix up your dodges, or a good player is going to keep catching it. Like, I know me, sometimes I won't even be paying attention to dodges or patterns that much, but when you do the same thing over and over again, eventually somebody's going to notice. Even if it's something minute as a dodge, or like a position change, or whatever, so you just gotta keep that in mind.
in that position, but Nair on the way back up. Ooh,
And he's in KO percent. Is he gonna go for another dare?
Oh,
let him cook.
By
Dare,
the
dare.
That was a good
Spike
reversal by
there.
Boomie. I give him
Under
that.
2
That was
minutes. Adjustments. Finds that delayed gravity cancel pivot down light.
Okay,
Finds a
let
neutral
Boomie
light.
cook.
Goes around for a second.
Okay.
Neutral light. Sandstorm doesn't
He
Figuring
can't
out
really
his
punish it.
movement, figuring out the
Look
spell.
at that. She just cooks him off stage. Just
Side
demolishes
gravity
him
cancel
in the
after
air,
a
bro.
ground pound.
Let's go back real quick though. So
That quick speed, all of those
So
attacks with
Sandstorm
strings
pressures
just weren't
him
happening
on the
anymore.
other
He
side,
almost
so.
stopped attacking.
see
once
down
Boomie
there.
was
That was
figuring
really
out
good
his
for turning
movement,
people
figuring
around.
out the
Ground
space.
pound, another down there.
Down air,
Side air,
goes
and a gravity cancel side
side
sig.
sig.
That side sig is really good for Mordex. Well, you'll notice, like the side sig, it takes a little bit of time to come out, but it covers a really good amount of space anyway. So it's like by the time you throw it out, your opponent's probably going to be able to react to it. Excuse me. But yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. So like, Scythe's incredibly dangerous off stage, but if you use that sig in certain situations like that, your opponent will react to it, and by the time they do, that sig's already going to be out and it hits them. So like, if you try it and hit them directly with it, it may not do much, but it's a really good setup signature though. That's why it's so good, even though it may not seem like it.
He recovers
Stuff.
back in on the sand.
Yo,
on the
Boomie. What was that ground pound, bro?
What the fuck? And makes it back without connecting. Play balls down to get.
Bro, that was a whole anime moment right there, bro. Go back.
No.
It was crisscross down sig sauce, but then Boomie's side sig sent Sandstorm to the blast zone.
Expect.
One thing that's tricky with the blasters that I've noticed when I played it, like, depending on your percent, obviously the higher percent you are, the further back you're gonna get sent, right? So, when you're down there, sometimes you're able to stare. I just don't remember what percent you can do that. That would be true. But in this case, Boomie did down air gravity cancel downlight. Your opponent's supposed to bounce off the stage, and then you get hit with a downlight. I don't think that's true. I'm not sure if it was one frame or if I'm just completely mistaken on that. But
I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care.
Let me tell you
We don't care.
Son of that down air, down light.
Nair,
string
down
was going
air.
for gravity canceled again.
Okay.
Got punished, and now Sandstorm.
Look at
is
this.
he
running
just keeps
away.
catching
Nair
dodge
round.
after dodge. Look at that. Look at that. So again, with gauntlets, you can just keep catching them with these strings repeatedly. So
The hit stun.
He gets
of that
Nair, down air.
down light string that he was going
he
for.
did
Gravity
miss the side,
canceled
but he did
again.
D-light,
Got
reverse
punished, and now
Nair,
Sandstorm
recovery,
is
another
running
Nair.
away
Look
with
at
it.
this
The Nair
story.
Did he dodge right there? Hold on. He dodged. Let's
Gravity
see.
canceled again. Got punished, and
I'm
now
waiting for a dodge.
Sandstorm.
Yeah, so he went up, and then Boomie dodged right, and then Sandstorm was immediately able to catch that. So that's one thing you'll have to know at higher elos. You can't just mash your controller and expect to get strings that often, unless if they're either true or your opponent doesn't have a dodge. So delaying your attacks a little bit, or like just waiting in general for a little bit and not doing anything, could do tons for you. So in this situation, Boomie's dodging, Sandstorm was just waiting for that dodge. And sometimes pros can keep letting themselves get hit until like a certain moment where they know they need to get out, and then they can save themselves. So it really depends on the person's playstyle and their patterns. It's mostly the super high elo players that can pick up on that stuff easily. I struggle to do it at my elo, so yeah, that's just one thing to keep in mind, especially if you want to get better at gauntlets. Just waiting for those strings and just staying patient and applying pressure.
Almost picked
Dodge
up that
out of the
dare.
way. The down gravity cancels into a neutral, and his dodge is gone.
Yeah, that double down is crazy, and I like how he went for the side stick, because bro thought he wasn't gonna die.
My bias is that I don't want it to be. Boomie is
Again,
playing
just
on the
stays
side of
applying
Sandstorm
those
when he-
strings. Yo, that's crazy, yo. I'm actually learning something new as I'm watching this, bro. So you
Sandstorm
can go
picking up the
back.
gauntlets, neutral
Watch
comes
what
out from
Sandstorm
Boomie,
does
and
here.
it
So
could be, but my
gravity
bias,
cancel,
I
do
don't
like
want it
reverse
to be.
nair. He
Boomie
does a
is-
down there. Then he waits for the dodge, but he dashes just to give himself enough time, and then he does a dash jump reverse nair, which is not done with a chase dodge. That's actually very interesting, bro. I haven't thought about doing that at all. And another thing I just learned here that it can do too. I do this sometimes in my games, but I don't even be thinking about it a lot. But you can just keep throwing out some of the same moves, like if your opponent will fall into it. So like Gauntlet in there. If your opponent doesn't have a dodge, you can just read them like that. You can just keep doing that nair. So he does one nair right here.
Playoff
Right?
is mine, but
One nair,
Sandstorm, when he
recovery, nair,
connects,
Oh my gosh!
just finds
he just
someone
flings it
Sandstorm
out.
finally
Another
interrupting the
nair,
attack
and
from
another
Mel.
nair. Like gauntlet nair is so good, bro. You can just keep flinging it out. Like even if you miss a gauntlet nair, you're most likely not getting punished for it. It's one of the safest moves in the entire game.
Wow, incredible!
Grand finals.
And that was a significant lead that he just took away from Sandstorm all of a sudden.
Sidelight
That
down
down
line.
sig was so clutch.
See, look. Already. Sandstorm just knew that he wasn't gonna dodge, so he had to downline.
Significant
So.
lead that he just
Sidelight,
took away
downline.
from Sandstorm all of.
And then he dodges away. He thought he would dodge in. If Boomie dodged in, he probably would have gotten hit by that turnaround down there. But because he dodged away and Sandstorm didn't wait a little bit just to see what he would do, he missed that down there. But as you can see though, it doesn't matter.
All of a sudden.
So Boomie goes out of Sair, and in this situation, Boomie does not really have too much control over here. He has to reset to neutral. Sandstorm's in a better position than Boomie because he's closer to the stage, right? He technically has more stage control, but he's not on the stage. So Boomie's throwing out Sair, right? Sair, and he missed. You know, Boomie could have waited and like recovered. Or maybe he dodged or, you know, mixed up his options to get back to stage, but alright, here Sandstorm can just pick him apart because that's what Scythe's good with. So Scythe off stage is one of the most trending weapons, and Blasters isn't gonna win that most of the time, unless if he's straight above like this. But Boomie's too far down; it wouldn't matter much.
That down
So down here, Boomie's jumping.
sig was
He hits him with the down air. Boomie might have been able to fast fall and jump again and maybe dodge, but he shouldn't have thrown out that Sair though. But so Sandstorm hits him, turns
so
him around.
clutch.
Pause. No, we're not doing this today.
What?
But yeah, he's serious. And then he
Really
recovers
bad.
back to
He's
stage.
taking
That's
it
crazy.
back.
No.
Boomie
And
has
then
his
Sandstorm
dodge.
can turn around there
Red
again.
Race Nair. Can he make it back? He cannot.
And then recovery just kills. If you have the options for it, you can just keep going back and killing. I don't even be thinking about it with Scythe because I play Scythe too, but if your opponent dodges in when going off stage, or they're doing a blaster's recovery or some kind of move that lasts a while, or they're getting up here, you can just turn around and nair them. Although you would have to be a little far away from them to do it, or a little below them, but like a little far away, like right here for example, if you wanted to do a reverse nair on Scythe with on Sandstorm. So yeah, just take that into consideration when playing Scythe.
Oh, where's the ground pound? And the ground pound
Hits
connects.
the
He's
ground
gonna
pound.
hit Sandstorm, gets
Another
the nair.
nair, and then a D-light nair,
He goes to the ground.
and then the ground pound. I've never done that off stage before, but yeah, that's crazy, bro. You can't be off stage with gauntlets like that, bro. Gauntlets are crazy. But yeah, so basically what you're gonna want to do, whether you're playing Mordix, Diana, or whoever, you're gonna want to understand, basically just to recap, your options off stage and what options you have while you're on the ground. And you gotta keep track of your dodges and your mix-ups and all of that. You know, because of those simple mistakes, even though they seem small, in high-level play, it really matters. So yeah, just keep your options in check and understand what you're throwing out, and also understand what options your opponent has to kill you. So yeah, other than that, that's it for this, bro. This set was insane, bro. But yeah, I gotta do more of these, bro. This is actually fun to watch. So yeah, man, that's it for me.